in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. First down. Ryder forced out to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ryder. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw. Ryder. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ryder being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, All he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give to White. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Ryder. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Ryder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 56 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Anthony Schwartz. 69 yards. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ryder dancing to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Ryder airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Dobbins trying the left side, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake. Watson sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. It's Woods. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Succop's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ryder. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to Dobbins on first. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw, Watson. In for the Buccaneers, touchdown. James Conner, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are going to retake the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing on first down. Ryder steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That was a nice grab.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. To throw on second down. Ryder forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Ryder escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game from the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Ryder. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson off play action. To Evans on the slant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succop's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession